May I request everyone to mute themselves, please? Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guests. Look here, I am back. Feels like the summer of 69. Nostalgic. What a feeling. Now, before you guys get wondering what's happening here, let me clear some air. I was the Sergeant at Arms in the last tenure of Vellore Toastmasters Club. And now, when our current Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Priyanka, offered me to fill in her absence today, I was delighted to do what I love to do always. And there couldn't have been a better time. Look who's here. Two of our veterans are here. Toastmaster Anandan and Toastmaster Manimeglai. Let me welcome you back to Vellore Toastmasters Club. You know, it's a sense of fulfillment when you're the sergeant at arms. I mean, you are in charge to set the mood and tone of the session way forward. And I hope that I fill in air some excitement and lots of energy. So here's me welcoming you all to the 73rd session of Vellore Toastmasters Club. Going ahead, before our Toastmaster of the day takes the lead, oh, what did I say? Before our Toastmaster takes the lead? My bad, my bad. Let me rephrase it. Before our Toastmasters of the day, Toastmaster Bharath and Toastmaster Sadhana takes us on a roller coaster ride, let me read out the mission statement of Toastmasters Club. It is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which member has the opportunity to develop communication and leadership skills, which in turn fosters self-confidence and personal growth. Now, may I please walk you through the simple yet important rules for an efficient session. I request you all to keep your mics muted unless you're speaking. And please keep your cameras turned on. Use the chat box appropriately and do not use your mobile phones during the meeting. Now let me hand over the further proceedings of this exciting session in the capable hands of our presiding officer, the one and only Somini.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay, for that power-packed introduction. Today, I will be your presiding officer as our president, Toastmaster Rahul George, is absent. So I will be your acting PO. So without any further ado, let me declare session VTC session 73 open. So usually we have guests to I'll ask them for introductions, but today we don't have any, unfortunately. But we have a guest speaker, Toastmaster Hariharan from Vestas Toastmasters Club. Sir, would you like to unmute yourself and introduce yourself to the club?
Yeah, thank you, Shomini. I am Hariharan Muthurajan, and I basically work for Vestas Wind Technology, and which is located in Sholinganallur in Chennai. And I am part of this Toastmaster journey for last 9 months, and I am here to deliver my level 2 project 2 speech. So yeah, that's about myself.
Thank you, sir. All the best on your speech. So without any further ado, we have two highly spirited Toastmasters of the day. No, I'm not going to call them Bharath and Sadhana, but instead Shin and Himawari. Please correct me if the pronunciation is wrong. I haven't watched even one episode of Shin. So over to you, Toastmasters of the day.
Thank you, Somini.
Am I audible and everything? Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Shin-san, what are you throwing at me? Mummy, look at her.
Hey, Himawari, I know you took the chocolate in my fridge. Yes, I'm damn sure about this.
Hey, Shin-san. Oh, I took your chocolate. Once look at there.
Oh, is it going to be a flashback?
Yes, obviously, man. Look at there. One fine morning. Exactly time. 8:35 p.m. You took my cassata ice cream, na? That's why I took yours. What mistake in this?
Oh, tit for tat. Hey, I'm your brother Himawari.
Brother? What brother?
Hey, wait. Himawari, all the VTC family is staring at us.
Oh my god, Shinchan. Yes, really, man. All are staring at us. Oh my god.
Hey, Himawari, adjust your hairstyle first.
Sorry, Shinchan. Done.
Yeah. அமைதி.
அமைதியோ அமைதி.
அமைதி.
அமைதிக்கெல்லாம் அமைதி.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. We welcome you all to the wonderful session of Himawari and Shinchan's world. Yes. And she is my sister, Himawari.
And he is my brother, Shinchan. Once again, we both welcome you all to this wonderful session.
Yeah. So, guys, so far, you all might have watched the atrocities that has happened between a brother and sister. And I believe this may take you all to the wonderful moments that has happened to you in your childhood days. Yes.
So this session, which is going to get filled with full of brothers and sisters fight, and you can also expect an extremely amusing session today. Just wait and watch it, guys. Over to Shinchan.
Yeah, exactly, Himawari. Yes. So, guys, we all might have enjoyed a lot and made many mistakes in our childhood days. Yes. And during the time, there is a person, it may be a grandma, a grandpa, a father, a mother, or even teacher to correct you at the time, and so on.
Hey,
So on.
wait. Shinchan. Then who is going to correct our mistake today in this session?
Wow, that's a great question, Himawari. Yes, I have a person for you, and he is going to correct us throughout the session in this today. And we call him the general evaluator of the day in a Toastmaster session. And it's none other than Toastmaster Taumini for you. Over to you,
Wow.
Toastmaster Taumini.
Wow, that's awesome.
Thank you, Shinchan and Himawari. In this house, with two mischievous siblings, it is always chaos. Today, as events have been organized, God knows what is going to happen. That is why it is very important to have an overwatch, who is also your watchful protector, who's going to look after the proceedings and evaluate each and every segment for perfection. Now, that is a very tedious task, right? Especially with these two, which is why I have my very own tag team consisting of the timer, our counter, and grammarian to aid me in my evaluations. So, firstly, let us have the timer of the day, Toastmaster Ritik, to brief his set of constraints for you. Over to you, Ritik.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Toastmasters, my dear guests, imagine you wake up every day with 86,400 rupees in your bank account. And at the end of the night, it's all gone, whether you spend it or not. And then the next day, you get 86,400 rupees again. What would we do with it? I can bet we would spend to the last rupee. Every day, 86,400 seconds are deposited into our life accounts. We would never waste it if it was money. But why do we waste it when it comes to our times? You can always make more rupee, but you can never make more time. Just something to think about. On the other note, ladies and gentlemen, we have 4 segments today: the icebreaker, the prepared speech, the table topics, and the evaluations. As a timer, I will be depositing few minutes of time into your speech account today. Toastmaster Darshini will be giving her icebreaker speech. The time limit is between 4 to 6 minutes. The screen will go green at 4 minutes, yellow at 5 minutes, red at 6 minutes. We have one prepared speech lined up by our guest speaker, Toastmaster Hariharan from Vestas Toastmaster Club. The time limit is set between 5 to 7 minutes. The screen will go green at 5 minutes, yellow at 6 minutes, red at 7 minutes. There's a buffer time of 30 seconds before and after the speech. Meaning, to qualify for the ballots, you must not speak less than 4 minutes and 30 seconds and not more than 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Anyone who volunteers for table topics, the time limit is set between 1 to 2 minutes. The screen will go green at 1 minute, yellow at 1 minute and 30 seconds, red at 2 minutes. Remember, you'll have a buffer time of 30 seconds after your speech. We have 2 evaluators today who will be evaluating the prepared speeches. The time limit for evaluation is set between 2 to 3 minutes. The screen will go green at 2 minutes, yellow at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, red at 3 minutes. Toastmaster Vijay and Toastmaster Manimeghale, remember, you will have a buffer time of 30 seconds before and after your evaluation speech. I'll give my debate report on how you spent your time today at the end of the session. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritik. Next up, we have our counter for today, Toastmaster Devendran, to explain his role.
Good evening, Toastmasters. So my role as an accountant is to note and keep track of words and sounds used for crunch or filler, past filler by everyone who speaks during the meeting. The use of inappropriate interjections such as and, well, but, so, like, and the sounds like will be noted and will be submitted at the end of the meeting to the general level. Back to general level. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Devendran. Next up, we have our grammarian, Toastmaster Kriti, to explain us her duties.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, Toastmasters. Have you noticed your friends and relatives referring their cousins as cousin brother and cousin sister? In fact, many of us do it ourselves. Actually, the use of cousin brother or cousin sister is a slang usage. The word cousin is gender neutral noun. For example, she is my cousin sister. This sentence is incorrect because the word cousin is followed by the sister, which is unnecessary. Here, she itself tells us that cousin is a girl, and hence you need not use the word sister with word cousin. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. So for today's meeting, the word is endearment. I repeat, endearment, which means an act of expressing affection. Example, there are many times we siblings fight, but when one of them gets sick, the other shows endearment and love. Anyone wants to give a try? Okay, I would like to encourage all the speakers to use this word of the day, and I will submit my report when called during the meeting. Over to the General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kriti. So before you kick that ball, hit the flower vase and break it. And before you try to blow the kitchen, Shin and Himawari, remember, I'm watching. Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you, General Evaluator, for giving such a beautiful interaction with your team. So now without making further delay, let's move on to the speeches. Yes. So today we have a speaker, and the speaker is one of the most energetic and enthusiastic throughout the session. Yes, you guessed it. It's Toastmaster Dashini for you. And before calling upon Toastmaster Dashini, let me call upon Toastmaster Dashini's evaluator, Toastmaster Vijay Surana. Toastmaster Vijay Surana, over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Friends, most of us, when we're near trouble, we call out either, "Oh God, save me," For others, they pretty much most often utter the words, "Oh, mom, wish you were here." But then we have our very own Toastmaster Darshini, who, when in trouble, runs out to the terrace and then switches on the bat signal and then yells out, "Oh, Batman, come and save me." Can you believe this? Needless to say that she's a huge Batman fan. But jokes apart, the good thing is that she's at least realistic and believes more in science than in mythology. For out of all the DC superheroes, it's only Batman who scientifically can actually exist. But our first speaker today is much more than just being a comic fan. She's a classical dancer and a trained Hindustani singer, a BBA aspiring to be an MBA, a strong willed girl with the cutest of laughter. Last but not the least, I presume she's a good cook too, because she loves binge watching nowadays. Kukku with Komali, it seems. Today, Toastmaster Dashni shall be delivering her maiden speech, the Icebreaker. And for the benefit of the guests and members, let me tell you the purpose of this project is for the member to introduce herself to the club and learn the basics of a public speech. Please note that there are no specific objectives of an icebreaker speech. Hence, I shall be evaluating the speaker on general objectives, vocal variety, audience awareness, gestures, comfort level, and eye contact. I shall submit my report when called upon. Here's wishing the Batwoman all the very best. Over to the general evaluator.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay, for giving such an hilarious and an innovative introduction about the speaker. So, guys, let's move on. So, Toastmaster Dashini, I am my choices. I am my choices. Toastmaster Dashini, over to you.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. I'm Darshini and I'm here to give my first icebreaker speech. Before diving into my personal history, I would like to say three positive things about myself. Number one, am I audible? Um,
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are, Darshini.
okay, fine. I'm sorry. I just thought my internet just interrupted. Okay, so I'll go from the first. Greeting fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. I'm Darshini and I'm here to give my first icebreaker speech. Before diving into my personal history, I would like to say three positive things about myself. Number one, I'm very punctual. Though today I had some internet issue, I wasn't late. Number two, I'm very confident in my speech. Number three, I'm very passionate about my speech.
Did we lose her?
Dashni, we don't have you.
Okay, let us wait for a minute, I believe. Let
Yes.
her reconnect.
I'm sorry, it just had
Welcome
some
back,
issue.
Darshini. Take your time and restart again. Please take your time
Yes,
and inform the
yes, yes,
timer to start and then you start. It's okay.
yes. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Whenever you're ready, Darshini.
Yeah, I think we can go. Yeah.
The timer?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. I'm Dashni and I'm here to give my first icebreaker speech. Before diving into my personal history, I would like to say 3 positive things about myself. Number 1, I'm usually punctual. Number 2, I take rules and regulations pretty serious. Number 3, I'm a very approachable person. I was born on 3rd of September 2000 to my parents as their second child. I don't remember the part of 1 to 5 years old, but I do remember that when I was 5 years old, I asked my parents if I could learn any of the art forms. And being art lovers themselves, they did agree. I chose to learn the art of classical dance and music. In school, I wanted to be the school kid, but I didn't know how, and I wasn't very good in academics. So I chose to endorse my dancing skills and my singing skills to get popular. And it did do some good to me that I was very popular during the cultural season. Back in school, we all had this tradition of competing in the Vellore Roundtable Conference. I'm not sure if it still exists, but we did have the tradition where all of the children from the schools under each category would compete each other and then the winner would be announced. But my principal, she denied approval for 3 years straight. And she told that it was because of some politics that was going on in there. And by the time when I was in 4th grade, people started asking me if I weren't talented enough to compete in the competition. So that's when I decided that somehow or the other, I'm definitely going to go to this competition in 4th grade. But I didn't know how because when I asked her, she disapproved. So the previous day of the competition, I decided to be adamant this time. I walked straight into my principal's office, sat there in her office all day, missed all the classes, and got her approval. And that year, I did go to the competition and I got the runner up for the category of classical solo under 10. And the following year, the same way, she disapproved. I didn't know that she was impressed or she was angry with me. So, the same way, the previous day of the competition, I walked straight into her office. But this time, she didn't let me speak. She just told yes. And she didn't let me speak until the end, and I left. And the same way, I attended the competition again, and this time I was the winner. I didn't know that she was so impressed that this article was in the student magazine of that year, which I am still proud of. And I have it in my cupboard and look at it like once in a month or something. And then came the point where I took decisions. That was when I was 13 years old, and I chose that dance should be my career. That is when I found my guru. She lived in Chennai, I lived in Vellore, and we wanted to work things out. So we didn't have fancy Zoom calls or Teams or Google Meet back then in 2013, 14, 15, and 16. So we only had Skype, and everybody knows the clarity of Skype, reliability of Skype, and how much data it would consume. So I did online classes during the weekdays, and offline in-person classes during the weekend. By the time I completed dance, I was in my high school, and I had my major as computer science math, which I didn't know that I was not a big fan of. So by the time I was in high school, I realized that I didn't want to do dance as my career. And I also realized that I didn't want to do engineering as a career. So I was thinking what to do. And then I chose to tell my parents, but I didn't know how to do it again. So I took out a paper, wrote down all the pros, cons, and the investment, return on investment, how long will it actually take to reach a point and everything. And I presented it to my parents. It definitely was a bitter scene, but at the end of the day, they did agree. But that was again a turning point for me because since I chose to do something, I learned that I was good with management and business. But I wanted to switch my major from computer science maths to commerce, but it was too late for me to switch. And I didn't have the courage to take a year off and do everything again. And right now, I am in my third year of BBA, and I am an MBA aspirant, and I am my choices. I would like to conclude saying that people should not make the best choice. Instead, they should make a choice that one day they would look back and appreciate their younger self for making that choice. I am definitely appreciating my younger self for making such choices. And my choice for today helped me break the ice. Thank you. Have a great day.
Wow. Thank you, Destiny. That was really an impressive icebreaker. Yes. So, guys, now we have a 1 minute of silence, and you can give your feedback to Toastmaster Destiny through chat box or through WhatsApp messages. And timer, inform me when the 1 minute is over.
One minute is up, Bharath.
Thank you, timer. And coming back, it's time to introduce our second speaker. Okay, before that, Shinchan, do you know we have a new plant in our VTC garden? And it's Toastmaster Hariharan from Vestas Toastmaster Club. And before I call upon Toastmaster Hariharan, let me call his evaluator the most energetic VTC Toastmaster, Mani Megalai ma'am. Over to you.
Yes. Thank you, dear Mani. Himawari. Okay. Good evening, my dear sisters and brothers from VTCC and guests from Western Toastmaster Club. Yes, I'm here to evaluate Toastmaster Arigaran's Level 2 second speech. Before talk about his project, let me introduce him. He is a QSC professional working in Chennai, having 15 years of experience over there, and he has two cute kids, especially one kid has been connecting with the world just 5 months before. Toastmaster Eric second page is all about connecting with your new audience. And his purpose of his speech is he must talk about a speech to an unfamiliar group. He must showcase his skills, how to be engaging with a new audience with a new topic. Good luck, Toastmaster Adhikar. Thank you. Over to Kiyomari.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mani Meglai ma'am. Now it's time to have our second speaker's speech. Now let's call our second speaker Toastmaster Hariharan. Toastmaster Hariharan, mind your words, Toastmaster Hariharan. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Mind your words. Does it sound like a punch dialogue from Telugu movie? Yes, we have seen mass heroes uses punch dialogue to communicate message strongly. Yes, that few words can communicate the message effectively. Do all of you think words have the power? Can you show your hands? Of course. Yeah. Good evening, Toastmaster and fellow Toastmasters and guests. Choice of words can make difference that someone accepting your message or denying your message. Selection of words should be very careful when you communicate some message or information. It can end up in wrong way. So I'm going to share two my professional experiences or a personal experience from my school days. The first one was ended up in very funny way. Yes, of course, we have to be very careful when you pick a word, and the way how you pronounce it, and how you use it in appropriate situation, and the tonality that can make the things different. So when I was studying in my 12th standard, we used to have mini exams. So all we used to have, right? Every day we need to write some mini exams after our school hours. And on that day, me and my friend were completed that exam quickly, and we were about to leave to home. My teacher called me and my friend. So, do you have cycle? Then I said, yes, sir. He asked, can you do a favor for him? Yes, will do, sir. Then he asked me to buy half kg chini chave. Then me and my friend went to shop and bought half kg chini and half kg save. And then we went back to the school and gave it to my teacher. After receiving that bag, he gave a daring look at us and asked us, what did I ask you to buy? We replied chorously, half kg chini chave. He asked us to leave the place immediately with an angry voice. We got totally confused. Why he is so angry with us? Actually, we helped him. Later, we realized that my teacher asked us to buy chini chev. If I translate in English, it's the kara chev dipped in the sugar syrup. Actually, he asked us to buy the sugar chev. Actually, what we did purchased is half kg sugar, half kg save. So we understood that the way how he given a break between the two words, actually we got confused. That was a funny moment which I can still remember. The appropriate tone, how it did bring that situation. The second incident was like, fortunately, we used to have social periods during my school days. And we used to have 2 periods every week, social education. And one of my classmates stood up and asked, sir, how can it be true? Then see how that word brought the peace around us, and also it calmed down him. So that situation we understood, that example we have received my teacher, that how a word can change the situation. So these are the 2 incidents what taught me the words, the appropriate words, appropriate tonality, and appropriate place, how and when you can use it. Yeah. Fortunately, we all are Toastmasters, have a platform to improve our vocabulary and the communication skills, so that we can use the right words at with the right tonality, with the right appropriate situation. There is a famous saying, words have the power to both destroy and heal. When are both true and kind, it can change our world. So please choose your words wisely. Over to you, Tia Modi.
Wow, Hariharan, that's a fantabulous speech and mind-blowing speech. Congo to you. And now we have 1 minute of time to give feedback for our Toastmaster, Hariharan. Timer, please remind us when 1 minute gets over.
1 minute is up, Sadhana.
Thank you, timer. Well, so we had a very good speech session today. Both the speakers were exceptional today. Yes. And the next session is going to be, I'm not going to reveal that. Himawari, go ahead.
Thank you, Shin-chan. Yes, now it's my time. That's gonna game time. Shh. Before telling a game to all, just all get ready with your rhyming dialogue. Rhyming dialogue? Okay, let me give one example to you people to understand. Okay, Sadhu is mass and Batu is class. So here, mass and class comes in a rhyming word. Am I right? So it creates a dialogue. Sadhu is mass and Batu is class. Let me give you another one example. 1, 2, 3, you go free. So 3 and free comes in a rhyming, right? So like this, just get ready with one dialogue to make our session more enthusiastic. Okay. So now let me tell you the game name and its protocols. The game name alphabets plus words is equal to alpha word. So alpha word is a game name and I will explain you the game. You all just take one paper and one pen with you and keep it with you. Just write name, place, things and animals. You would have been played at your school times, but here it will be more interesting. Just write it name, place, things and animals. Now, I will tell you one alphabet. You people have to keep that alphabet as your starting letter and write name, place, things, and animals with that letter as a starting. Shinchan, could you give one example for us?
Yeah, sure, Himawari. So all of you take a pen and paper. So the task is going to be, so if I tell a letter P, for example, and you have to tell a name, place, and a thing and an animal. So for example, for name, Tulasi, place, Telangana, and thing, cube, and an animal, tiger. So like this. And don't forget, you have to tell a rhyming dialogue when you're done with that. Yes, that's it.
Exactly, Shinchan. And one more thing, where everyone could participate in this game. The person, one who completes first, can ping a done message in the chat box. Here, a priority plays a major role, guys. So the person, one who ping a message first, will get a chance. That person have to tell that rhyming dialogue first and have to tell the answer next. If he or she missed it answering that name, place, thing, the second messaged person will get a chance. Now, let's start again. Just get ready, guys. And your letter is yes. Yes. Wow, so many is the first. Super.
I think it's
So,
Kriti.
oh, okay, sorry. Fine.
It's
I'm sorry,
Kriti.
Kriti. Kriti, start a rhyming dialogue first, then please give us answer. Come on.
I have a sentence, not a rhyming dialogue. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The frog sits on the log. The
Okay.
frog. Okay. And the answer is Sadhana, name Sadhana, place Sydney, animal swan, thing sand clock.
Uh, did I told yes or yes?
Oh, it was F. Okay, okay. Okay, someone you say I heard it
Okay.
wrong. Heard it.
Anyways, a good try, Kirti. It's my mistake. I have to put it in chat box. I'm really sorry for that. It's good try actually. And okay, now coming to so many.
I have
Go
a
ahead.
question. The sentence we are supposed to say, what's the procedure for it? Should it contain this F word?
No, no. It's not. You can tell anything.
The stress I have for my next week cats is causing me so much distress.
Superb. Okay, go ahead with your answers.
Okay, the name I've written Farhan, place is France, things is fountain, animals fish.
Wow, that's great. So a winner is Saumini in the first round. So let's go give a big round of applause to Saumini. And Bharath will conduct a second round in the same game. Over to you, Shinchan.
Yeah. So now moving on to the second round. So the letter is going to be B for Bharat. Don't use my name. So the letter B. Go ahead.
Kirti first.
Yeah. It's Kriti. So Kriti, you can go ahead.
Dialogue is stress less, enjoy the best. And name Bhagya Lakshmi is place basil, animal bat, thing bulb.
Yeah. That's amazing, Toastmaster Kriti. Give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Kriti. So you
Yes,
are the winner of this round.
yes, a second round winner, Kirti. And also Devendran sirs and Saumini could also get clappings because they are also done.
Yeah.
Okay, now moving on to same third round. Let's have, but let me change the game. Okay, so this game is going to be called I Spy. We all play Ice Boy game, right? So as the same way, we are going to play game I Spy. So let me tell you the rules and regulation of this game. So in this game, for example, if I'm telling the green walled, okay, so I'm telling a person's background. It can be anyone's background, but you have to find the background of that person, and you have to tell it's Saumini's background is it, and the bus is in the Saumini's background. So the person one who tells first unmute themselves or else in chat. Okay, let me keep in chat box. Then only we can know the winner. So the person one who tells first in chat box, they are going to be the winner. Okay, let's start the game. Did everyone got the game? What I'm telling? I'm
Yes.
going to tell the background of each and any one of the person, and you're going to find the person's background. Who is that person? Anyone can. Okay. Behind the person, there is a door, not me, except me. Okay. Behind the person, there is a door which is in brown color. Okay.
Toastmaster Kriti.
Vijay says, Kruti, it's that door. Hello?
Yes, Sadhana, it's a door. I can confirm that.
Okay.
Hmm.
It's not a
Yes.
door, I think so.
It's
Yeah.
a door.
Vijay says background only, I told actually.
Okay.
It's okay. The first winner is Darshini. Okay. And now let's over to Shinshan. I hope you enjoyed this game a lot. Shinshan, over to you.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's an interesting activity, Himawari, and I hope you all enjoyed a lot. Well, but the fun is not yet over. It is yet to come. Yes, in Toastmasters, we have a special segment called Table Topics. So it is considered to be the most fun-filled part in a Toastmaster session. And to conduct this, I would like to call the most experienced person in our VTC club. Yes, it's none other than Toastmaster Anand for you. Toastmaster Anand, over to you.
First of all, I would like to thank all the VTC members for their love and affection and for inviting me to this session and asking me to do the table topics. I'm overwhelmed with the endearment shown by all the Toastmaster members. Thanks. Thank you very much. Table topic, as Shin Shan said, is really a wonderful, entertaining session in Toastmasters. I always love to be a table topic master because I like to bring out the speaking talents of the younger generation, of the new members and even the old members and the professional members. So table topic is a session where you let go your ideas, wild imagination, and just start talking fluently, talking coolly, talking calmly, expressing it in such a way that the audience enjoy the whole session. And in return, you enjoy the whole session, for which you will be appreciated by all the Toastmaster members. So I now start the session in such a way that I have witnessed many clubs and Toastmasters, and I have seen some of the clubs giving very hard table topics. Anyway, because I'm old, I don't know what. I always love to make this table topics a very easy go, enjoyable, not really twisting and turning and breaking your head. When the question arises, the words should start flowing from the member's mouth. So buckle up yourself to express your wild imagination. Can I get a volunteer or should I choose one? Okay. It's always choosing because I don't know what happened. Many of the sessions, people don't come out with volunteering. So I would like to call the wisest, smartest, naughtiest Saumini. Are you ready?
Yes, sir. There's a noise in my background, so I'd like to go next.
Okay, tune yourself up for the next one. Okay, the next person is Sadhana. Express, oh, she's really become, when I introduced her and when we started, she was moving like a goods train, and now it's nice to see her like an express train. So Sadhana, are you ready?
Yes, sir. I will give my best.
And just enjoy. Don't try to give the best or anything. You once you start, it's a very easy stuff. Imagine you have money in the volume of Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, and many millionaires in US. So you have that. When you have that kind of money, how would you like your life to be? What will you like to buy? How would you like to lead your life? And let go your imagination. Yes, Sadhana.
Thank you, sir. Okay, if I have money, let's think. One day, like this only, I just talking with my brother, and he had asked me the same question. Once I give you a lot of money, but a slight different from that question. That's okay. He told me that you have lots of money now, Sana, and what you will do? He asked me. I just answered funfully, but it reminds me now actually. The word that I told is I will buy ice creams a lot and I will eat. This is for fun sake, okay? But which reminds me this first. And next, if really, if in the serious side, if I'm having that much of money, I would really help in the educational sectors. I'm damn sure because the person one who need the most thing is education. So I will provide a education if I had money. And second thing, I will satisfy myself in a little way, like by giving whatever I have. So I would like to give whatever I had. This is my actually this is my mindset when I have that much of money, and also I will provide a food. So the basic needs, whatever the one person have to have, I will give. I will provide them a cloth, food, as well as a education mainly. If I'm giving the education, that people will have everything with them. And another thing, if I have money much, then I will keep my parents in a good way. So this is also one of my aim, because the money is a very much needy thing today. So that's it, sir. Thank you. Towards my table topic, master. Over to you.
That was a very wonderful, wild imagination, Sadhana. Let me bless you and pray to God to give you lots and lots of money to fulfill all your joy and pleasure. God bless you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Saumani, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let go your imagination wildly. After this examination and after this COVID, the whole world is going to open up, and just imagine it has opened up. And you get an opportunity to go to the countries of your choice and enjoy your life. What are the countries you would like to go, and why, and how are you going to enjoy your life? Let go
Thank you.
your wild imagination.
1 second. Yeah, thank you, sir. What country I'd like to vacation to after the COVID lockdown, after we've all been vaccinated? This is something, if you had asked me this question sometime before my semester started, I would have said some other country, but not this. But the country I would really like to go is Italy. I've enrolled myself in an Italian class in this semester, and every class, my Italian sir speaks about the culture of Italians and the way they behave to with each other, how compassionate they are, and so on, so things. I enrolled this course because I fell in love with the whole Renaissance period of Italy. The period where Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci were present, and that was an era that we wouldn't get anytime sooner in history. So when he started speaking more and more about their country, their culture, and how lovely people were, I would contrast that with our Indian culture, and not to be condescending to Indians, but I felt Italian people were more compassionate to each other. He also said one of these jokes where Italians, even though you don't know each other, when you're meeting someone for the first time, they hug you and they kiss you in your cheek as a way of being very, very polite to you. And also he joked that that might be one of the reasons why in the beginning of COVID times, Italy highly suffered from the virus. So after listening to all this and the universities there, the oldest university in the whole world, which was constructed in 1088, is present in Italy. And of course, another big reason is for the Italian cuisine. How much do we love the pasta and pizza? So my country of preference to go to will be Italy. Over to you, Table Topics Master. What is yours?
Thank you very much, Somani. It was a wonderful experience you shared, and God bless you. Go to Italy soon and enjoy your life. And it was a wonderful endowment about Italy on you, the effect Italy has on you. Now, the next person is, I think, the dynamic, one and only dynamic VTC member, Vijay Surana, to come out with this blasting imagination. Are you ready, Surana?
Yes, sir. I was born ready.
You're born ready. I told you.
I wouldn't say this before a few months because I was afraid of public speech, you know.
Okay, it's everybody masters everything. God gives you the power now. Do you, sorry, to do all your wish you thought was impossible? You have got extraordinary powers to do all the things you thought back was impossible. What were they, and how do you think you're going to make it possible?
Timer, you may start now. Thank you, Table Topics Master. If I had the power of God, the Almighty, I would have ruled the world, filled the world with love and humanity. What else would I have done? I would have lived like kings. Oh my God. I would eat, eat, eat and never gain weight. That's the first thing I should have done. Next, oh, I could feed in all the books into my brain, all the PhDs, without burning a single midnight oil reading all those books. But wait, haven't I watched the movie Bruce Almighty? I've got the power. No, I learned a few lessons in there. It's not the powers to do anything which makes you God. What makes you God is to live with what you've got. The power to accept what's already within your reach and within your power. The power to respond, not to react. The power to be yourselves in any situation you face. So if I had the power of a God, I'm sorry. I'd like to be what I am and leave the world to its own uncertainty. After all, life is a series of accidents. Thank you. Over to the Table Topics Master.
That was a scintillating, wild imagination by Vijay. Thank you very much. And I hope you live the life as you explained it now. God bless you. Now, I think I would like to ask Mani Meghale Madam to participate. Are you ready, Mani Meghale Madam?
She's just come in again. You can ask her once again.
Okay, Mani Meghale Madam, I would like you or request you to participate. Are you willing to start? Take it up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But sorry, I could not on my video due to my net issue and bad net issue. But yes, sir. Please.
No problem. We would like to have your message.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody, especially this is for old people. That's why I chose you. And everybody during the childhood days would like to have an aim and goal and work towards their aim and goal. If you get a second chance in your life, rewind back in school, what will your aim and goal be, and how will you work to achieve it?
Thank you for this wonderful topic, first. Yeah, now I'm in 5th standard. My teacher is asking me, what's your life goal? Man, I want to become Prime Minister of India. Why? Why you want to become child by Prime Minister of India? It is wonderful. Can you give few reasons to choose this lifetime aim? Yes, I can say. Since if suppose I'm the PM of India, I can change my India what I want. Yes, especially I want to give importance to kids, especially female kids. Yes, and the women. Yes, because since in India, in my point of view, women are just like women. Is many of the women are still they are not even open their door. They are struggling with their what the family constraints and all. So if I become a PM of India, surely I will give first importance to women's revolution. Already many PM have made many revolution in this regard, but still I feel yet to go many revolution towards my lovely women India. Thank you. Over to TTM.
Yeah, that was a wonderful aim and goal. I hope in your next generation you have that aim and goal and you also become the Prime Minister of India. God bless you, achieve that. Okay, now I would like to have the bubbling youth, Bharath. Are you ready? Bharath?
Yes, sir, I'm ready. Yes, sir.
Good. It's nice to see your smiling faces after a very long time. So this is a wonderful wild imagination for you. God has asked you a question. What is your contribution to nature and to the future generation of this, in this universe? What is your contribution going to be to the nature, which is really going to help the future generation? Let go your wild imagination.
Yeah. Okay. So, what is my expectation? It would be, so we are all living in a advanced life, which means filled with technology. Yes, we all found many vehicles, and still there is a lot of emission. Yes. So if I want the future to be safe, I want to plant many trees as much as possible. Yes. I also like Abdul Kalam sir, and he also believes in that is planting trees in our country more improves the future, and also it will help for a generation next to come. Yes. So if we want to make an arrangement for that, so if I'm getting married, I mean, when I'm getting married by the age of 20, before, well, I would like a plan to each and every one of us who are coming to my marriage. And by that, I believe at least I can do a small part to the earth and also for the future generation. Yes. And also, you guys know that I'm sitting now in a park which is filled with trees, as you can see. Yes. So there is always a good feeling that comes to your mind when you're filled with trees, plants. Yes, you all know that. which gives oxygen to our body, which helps us to give an energy. Yes. So if I want to do something to my future, yes, that's planting trees. Over to you, table topping master.
That was a wonderful contribution to the Mother Earth, Bharath. Please continue and enjoy this beautiful world, Earth. I think I would like to have Devendran. Are you ready, Devendran?
Yes, sir.
Good. You're still so humble and your voice is so feeble. As I saw you long back. The others have started bubbling, but you're still cool and calm. Okay. God says to you, I will make you like whoever you want, whoever you wish, Devendran. What would you like to become? Ask God to become like. Why and how are you going to lead that life? Let go your imagination while your choice. Think like a dream and pour it out to VTC members.
Thanks. Thank you for giving good, great topic. Table topic master. So when God gives me like, I think I'm happy with what I am now. So I will ask him that I want to be maintain the same life and not with others. In addition to that, I'll be asking whatever the things you are that right now I am having is really peaceful and really enjoying a lot with this what I have right now. So I think I won't be going for the other choices, and that's all.
Okay. Thank you very much, Devendran. So pious of you and so generous of you to not to venture the other gifts of the world, the other gifts of God, and you really love yourself. It's so nice to see a person who is not ambitious enough, who is not really wanting, who has reduced his want to minimum. So you really come out of very good life to be followed. Let all the VTC members see the joy and pleasure of being yourself. Okay, I think I will finish the last one with the Darshini. Are you ready, Darshini? Darshini?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Okay. This is, I'm just giving you this topic for yourself to imagine a wild goose chase. Darshini, suddenly Director Balachandra gives you a call and says, Darshini, I would like you to act in my movie. What would you like to be? What would your choice be as an actress? Let go your imagination. Golden opportunity.
I would like to start saying that I am not a big fan of on-screen things. I mostly prefer being behind the stage and everything, because there was a period where I was very interested in being in the main roles of plays and dramas in school. But then that phase just passed, and after that, I restrained myself from not going out. And I think that me working on myself and doing public speaking is itself a big step, and I would definitely decline it because I don't want to go and make a fool of myself somewhere. So I know what I am, and I would definitely decline, and I would at least prefer someone else who actually needs that opportunity. So that would be my decision. And okay, the time is not up. I have to speak. And I think that that will be my decision. I'm not that kind of a person. I would like to conclude. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that bold way of expressing Dashni. But this table topic is a topic where you really express yourself. And anyway, I'm sorry I chose the wrong topic for you, but I did not know you much. Anyway, is there any time for the left out person, or shall we close up this? The timer, please let me know.
No, sir. I think you're running out of time.
Okay, then we should close it. Thank you. Thank you for giving me an opportunity, and thank you for the endurement shown by all the VTC members in participating in this table topics. God bless you all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anandan, for producing us a great table topic session. And we are so happy to have you and Manimeghai ma'am in the meet today. So without making further delay, let's move on to the evaluation segment. And to do this, I would like to call the General Evaluator of the Day, Toastmaster Soumini. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. First up, we'll have the qualitative evaluations and then the quantitative. In the qualitative evaluation segment, we have our speech evaluators, the speech evaluators who have evaluated the respective speakers. So to evaluate Toastmaster Darshini, we have our evaluator one, Toastmaster Vijay.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Darshan, on the outset, let me take this opportunity to first appreciate your willpower and persistence. I mean, if I were in your place, delivering my first speech, the icebreaker speech, and had the kind of internet issues you had, and over that I had to start my speech thrice, I would have given up immediately. And I'm not saying this for the heck of it, I would have literally given up. But you stood there, you started your speech thrice and delivered it top notch. Congratulations to you for this. This not only shows your interest in scaling up your communication skill, but also talks a lot about your character. Now let me get into your speech evaluation. As I already said you, that icebreaker speech does not have specific objectives, and I shall be evaluating you on the general objectives. First off, I should say you that the clarity of your speech was top notch. Following with your gestures and your comfort level throughout the speech, it was amazing. You had the command over the speech all through, and you took us along with you. You never had a single ounce of doubt, and I never believed that it was your icebreaker speech. Now, let me tell you areas which I feel you can work upon. Since this is your icebreaker speech, there's room. And since this is your first experience, you may take these as simple suggestions. I observed that you were not having any eye contact in the camera, and your eyes were moving either up or down or on the sideways. It may be because of some technical glitches or otherwise, but you should improve and work on your eye contact. Besides that, I observed that your vocal variety was on a single tone throughout the speech, which I would suggest you to work on because it adds drama to your speech. Next up, I'd like to challenge you to structure your speech. A well-structured speech has an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. I request you to work on it and deliver your next speech accordingly. over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay. Next up, we have Toastmaster Mani Meghale with her evaluation on Toastmaster Harihan.
General evaluator, I've received a call from Toastmaster Mani Meghale that her internet is down and she's not able to reconnect. So she will try to connect with the speaker directly over the evening and deliver and give her evaluation. She's sorry for that.
Okay, no problem. So we'll move to our quantitative evaluation segment. So we have our timer of the day, Toastmaster Ritik.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I'm happy to announce that speakers who came on stage today to speak, everybody are qualified. Just Devendran sir, you were 10 seconds short of in table topics, but I would like to appreciate you, the courage you showed. And I would like to suggest that if you give more table topics, maybe you'll improve next time. And I'm saying the one who is afraid of table topics. Sorry. Back to you, General Evaluator. Also, I'll share the detailed time report in the chat box below. You can check.
Thank you, timer. Next up, we have our R counter, Toastmaster Devendra.
So on prepared speeches, both the speakers, Toastmaster Darshini and Toastmaster Hariharan, were had more than 5 accounts. And on table topics, Vijay Surana, Toastmaster Vijay Surana has 0 accounts, and the remaining were had less than 5 accounts. And on evaluation as well as evaluation, Toastmaster Vijay had 0 accounts. So for the most effective way to become a better at a complex skill is one sub skill at a time. So I really appreciate the Toastmaster Vijay sir for having no 0 accounts. So that is from my side. Thank you, and over to General.
Thank you, Toastmaster Devendra. Next up, we have our grammarian, Toastmaster Kriti.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I found good usage of grammar in today's session. I would like to appreciate Toastmaster Anandan sir for using the word of the day twice, and coming to the wonderful words and quote used by Toastmaster Darshini. Coming to the words, Toastmaster Darshini endorsed, which is declares one's public approval or support of. Next, by Toastmaster Hariharan, which was tonality, which is organized system of tones. And quote used by Toastmaster Hariharan was, words have power to both destroy and heal. When words are both true and kind, they can change our world. And Toastmaster Vijay Surana used the quote, life is a series of accident, and word persistence, which is the ability to stick with something. Yeah, thank you. Over to the general evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kriti. Now we'll have my general evaluation report. So the starting time, I opened the meeting at 4:15 today so that we could all come in and check our connectivity issues. And so we started on time for the very first time, I think. So a big round of applause to ourselves. And secondly, the SAA for today. Acting SAA for today, Toastmaster Vijay gave a powerful start, setting our moods for the meeting after a very heavy Sunday lunch. Great job on that, and also great job on wearing double hats today, being the SAA and Evaluator 1, since we had a last minute back out yesterday evening. So great job on that, sir. Then coming to our tag team, Timer Ritik. I think Ritik reiterated the importance of time in his timer intro. Sometimes the intros are getting so comical that we are forgetting sometimes the importance of time, and we miss out on it on explaining it and the role per se. So we can take it from Ritik to do so in the future. And in his timer report, Ritik understood the time constraint we had today and that we were running out of time, and did not bother any one of us with the specific time periods, and gave a very precise report with who qualified and who did not, as the specific timing report will be only required by the speakers, and this is the first time we are looking at it, and we saw that he put it in the chat box, so the future timers can take from this and implement it in your timer reports too. And coming to our R counter, Toastmaster Devendran had a very precise intro. His report was just what was needed, neither lengthy nor very short. We usually appreciate detailed reports, but when it comes to R counter, detailed R counter reports scare us and intimidate us and demotivate us sometimes. People who attended the joint session recently with L&T Toastmasters Club would have experienced how demotivating and scary that our counter report in an Excel sheet was. So I think great job, Devendran sir, on your report. Grammarian Kriti, first of all, congratulations Kriti on taking up grammarian for the very first time, being a very new member and all. This time all our baby Toastmasters are so highly spirited. I'm very happy about it. And she started off with a novel idea in a grammarian report. So usually the grammarian starts with an intro and says what they'll be doing and what they won't be. What they'll be doing, their duties in the meeting. But she started with an idea where she pointed out a common grammatical error made by so many of us, and then dived into a script. So I think this I've seen Toastmaster Priyanka doing it in the previous sessions. So great job, Kriti, on your observational skills and also delivering it, and detailed report on a very first time. And one suggestion one error was that Anandan sir used the word of the day thrice. You said it was twice. So I think we should give him credit for that. Coming to the evaluators, speech evaluators, the first evaluator, Toastmaster Vijay, had a very brilliant intro, not just to his role, but to the speaker as well. He understood that the speaker was giving her icebreaker, and his tone throughout the evaluation was very friendly, thus paving way for the speaker to accept the suggestions in a more open way, in a more accepting way. Our evaluator to Mani Meghale ma'am, it was very good to see her after a very, very long time, after so many months. She had a very beautiful smile throughout her intro, sending a very pleasant vibe throughout the meeting. Unfortunately, we lost her due to connectivity issues in the end, but I guess Toastmaster Hariharan can get his evaluation report at the end of the day. I'll make sure that you get it, sir. And coming to the table topics master, welcome back, Anandan sir. It was such a delight to have you. He had a very mellow and comforting introduction before he dived into calling people out for speeches. And he had so many easy topics, something that we in VTC have to learn from. I think the topics we've been having lately had been a bit tough compared to, so that the speaker can speak more on the topic and more comfortably also. I gave a TT speech after a very long time, I think after 2 months, and if there was a pulse oximeter by my side and I measured, my heart rate would go above 150. But today I felt really comfortable. I used to struggle to pass even the green card, but it passed the red card today. So I think more than myself, the credit goes to Anandan sir. I think not just me, but all other TT speakers feel the same too. They felt the same sense of calm. And he gave his personal comments on each and everyone's speech, being so detailed about it, which kept the whole segment connected and not so dry, where usually people jump in from one speaker to another without passing their comments or giving their feedback on their speech. So that is one thing that was really good. And finally, coming to the TMODs of today, Bharath and Sadhana exhibited one of the most enduring bonds, a brother-sister bond in the universe. Great job on that. First time TMOD Sadhana, it didn't seem like it was your first time. And I think Express Sadhana, you made justice to your tag name. And the game before the TT session was actually very innovative. In the last general evaluation report, I told the future TMODs can adopt the game thing in the middle of the session so that we can all relax and relax our brain muscles from the tedious running of the session. And what I like the most about the thing was, I think I don't know where you found these games, or you even made it on your own. I don't think I've even found it anywhere on Google. So that kept all of us so connected to you. So very well, great job, well done, both of you. And a few errors that I found out in the session were the 1 minute silence. This is not a error, but a suggestion for the future meetings. The 1 minute silence which we give for the speakers after their speech, right? That if you have the speaker's WhatsApp number, we can tell them personally, because and people who don't, they can use the Zoom feature, the Zoom call chat box, because the messages, feedback, they need to be permanent for the speaker to view. It goes after the meeting in here. So anybody, so if we've got the speaker's WhatsApp number, we can text them personally instead of typing it on the Zoom chat box. And regarding the speaker intro, it was fine when evaluators do it, but the convention is that the introduction of the speaker should only be given by the Toastmaster of the day. We have had so many evaluators doing in the past, but then we found out that that was an error. And from that, after that session, from one of our club coaches, we changed it to the Toastmaster of the day, giving the introduction of the speaker. Evaluators can do it if they want, but TMODs are compulsorily supposed to do it. So that's it. And the special mentions of today is that Toastmaster Vijay played dual roles. And congratulations, Toastmaster Dashni, on your icebreaker. Kriti, we are awaiting yours. Congratulations, Toastmaster Kriti, on your first time grammarian and a very flawless role. Formally, I would like to thank Toastmaster Anandan, who took up Table Topics Master at a very, very short notice, and Toastmaster Mani Megale as evaluator. It's so fulfilling to have both of you present in the meeting after a very long time. And and Darshini, special mention to you, because as Toastmaster, your evaluator, Vijay sir said, you were not dejected by your internet issues. If I were there, I would have definitely run out of the meeting and given my icebreaker in the next meeting. So great job on that. This positive note, let me end my general evaluation report over to the Toastmasters of the day.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Somini, for giving such a detailed general evaluation report. And as always, you did a wonderful job with your general evaluation. So now, and I think you can use this time for filling out those Google forms and sending them. And now, over to Himawari.
Guys, hope we all had a wonderful session today. Let us give you something to carry away from this session. We all have a relationship called brothers or sisters in our life, which is a mesmerizing relationship, a bonding, a cute fight between them, and a few arguments where you can see a Tom and Jerry war, but still they can't live without one another. They won't leave each other in front of others. Shinchan, what about your point?
Yeah. So, guys, this is not going to happen just only between a blood bonded brother and sister. It can always be true even to the non blood bonded brother and sister. Yes, this Shinchan and Himawari is similar to that. And also, not we both of us, but we all the VTC family is just like a real family, and we're all enjoying the journey and just keep learning things. And I wish that we all continue to do this thing. And guys, we all have this special life. In this life, we meet many people. Some people give you memories, some people give you pleasure, and some people teaches you lesson. And most importantly, some people can even become a part of your family. So guys, you have to decide whom you want to stay with. with the person, or whether you want to leave with that. Yes. And over to Himawari.
Yes, thank you, Shinshan. So here we are conclude is we have only one life. So be kind and be affectionate with all and enjoy your each and every minute with your brothers or sisters. Have a happy day to all. Hope Shinshan and Himawari made your day somewhat. So this session would be enjoyable. I think so. And one more thing, a real heart melting thankful to every participants in today's session. Thank you all once again. Over to the presiding officer.
Thank you, Toastmasters of the Day, for that splendid show. I would now request everybody to fill in the Google Forms to decide on the winners for today. I've only got 7 responses. Is there anyone yet to do? Can you all give a thumbs up if you've done it?
Yes. Yes, I mean, I have to respond. Just a minute.
It still stands at 7 responses. I think we can proceed. Yeah. So the best tag role player of today. Any guesses, anybody? No guesses? Okay. So it goes to Toastmaster Ritik for being our timer. The best evaluator for today, that's a clean a clean sweep by Toastmaster Vijay Surana. And the best role player of today, it was so tough between 3 members, and that is bagged by the Toastmasters of the day, Toastmaster Bharath and Sadhana. Next, the best table topic speaker of the day, Vijay sir, would you like to announce it?
It's a general evaluator, so many. Congratulations, so many.
Everybody. So the best speaker of the day goes to Toastmaster Hariharan from Vestas Toastmasters Club. I think everybody is happy with their results. So with this, I'd like to officially declare the VTC session 73 closed. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Hariharan sir, for joining us, and we regret the inconvenience caused to you.